Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. So it's been about a year since I've had the, little bit over a year that I've had the Subaru, and I've made a lot of modifications. And after a year, I wanted to give you an update on some of the things I did, how they've worked, would I do them again in the exact same way? Do I recommend them for you? Where I want to start is here on the roof. This is a BougeRV 300 watt bifacial solar panel. Bifacial means that there are solar cells on the bottom, and if it's at an angle, the sun will bounce back, and it actually works. It's not just a gimmick. The main reason I chose this panel is because of its size. It's 65 long, 35 across. That fit on my Subaru. I've got some kind of a weird antenna, most cars do now, in the back, and it shows. It doesn't block it, and I still have plenty of room up front. This was the only panel that size. I can find a lot of 200 watters that would fit up here. This was the only big panel, 300 watt, that would fit. And so that was the main reason I bought this one, the size. And I paid my money. This is not something they sent me and bought my opinion on. I paid my money for this. And it comes in a 2-pack. You can only buy the 300 in a 2-pack. The 400 comes in a single pack, and it's a little bigger. It didn't fit, or I would have bought it. 400 is better than 300 as far as I'm concerned. When it comes to solar panels, buy all you can. On those short days of winter, you're going to really be glad you bought more than you thought you needed. Because when the sun's low and it's a little cloudy in the winter, the days are very short, you are going to want the biggest and most solar you can get. Now, another reason it might be important to you is at 65 across, if you have a van, if you have one of the newer a Transit, a Sprinter, or a Ram ProMaster, those are much more square-sided. You can probably run this across the van in parallel with the passenger's, the driver's seat across, and you could probably get 3 of these on any one of those vans going across. That's 900 watts, and that's great. And this was $589.99, $590. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if it wasn't on sale sometime this holiday season. Prime days, whenever there's a Prime days, watch. This will probably be on sale. And so you could put 600 watts on your van for a little bit less than $600. And with a little luck, get it on sale for much less. That's a lot of power. And it wouldn't, 2 of these at 35 inches across, going back across the rig, you could probably get 3, but you could, for $600, you could have 600 watts of solar. And that's a sweet spot on a van. And if I could get 600 on this car, I would, but I can't. And so I'm a big fan of this particular setup. I did measure the 400s. I knew the 400 wouldn't fit on here. I don't know if a 400 would fit across a van or not. But then you could have, if it would, and it might stick out a little, and that's not a problem. I've had vans where I put them across and it stuck out a little, and I never had a problem. If you drive a lot in the backcountry, the trees will come in and slap it. That can be an issue, and so that's something to be aware of. The Ram, I didn't measure the Ram. I don't know this, but if you have a Ram, they are so straight that it might very well fit across with no hangover. And then if you had, if you bought 3 of those, but that could give you 1,200 watts on a Ram, and that might be one of the few ways you could do it. So this and its bigger brother, the 400, which is identical, it's only sold in a single pack, and I didn't look up the price. Maybe we can put it down here on the screen. This has been superb. Their size makes them really, really desirable to me. It made the only choice that would fit. That was my only choice. I looked at a lot of panels. This is the one that would fit. All right, so that's why I purchased it. That's why you might be interested in it. How has it done? It has done superbly, just as I thought it would. This has been on my roof for over a year now. It's been flawless. It always produces the full amount of power. There's been no scratches on the paint. Of course, it's a metal aluminum frame, painted black, which I really liked. It was painted black. It kind of blends in up here. It doesn't stick out. I have a video on how I mounted it, so you can go and look at that video up here, or it'll be at the very end of the video. It will show up there. So mounting it was super easy on the Subaru as long as you have the rails, and most come with rails anymore. Makes it super easy. I'll show you exactly how to do it on that video. And I've just been extremely happy with it. In Alaska, you get, in the summer, and I was just in Alaska for 3 months, and my goodness, you get you get sun all day. We had a lot of cloudy days. I mean, going 3, 4, 5 days without without sun because it was cloudy. But that was one of the things I liked most about this panel. Even on a pretty cloudy day, I could easily get 50 watts. And I've just been in every way happy for it. 100% reliable, always worked, never have to mess with it. Fits perfectly. Quality is very good. It does seem light, which is a big plus because on my car, light was good. And so it isn't as solid as a house panel, but the size made this the perfect one. Bifacial really helps. I probably am getting a little bit of sun by extra power by being bifacial, but in this situation, not. Now, I told you I bought a 2-pack. The other pack went to my trailer in Quartzsite and remained in Quartzsite. And when I go down there for the winter, I'll be in Quartzsite for about 4 months. It's in storage with my trailer. I'll set it outside and tilt it, and it works perfectly. I can tilt and track with a panel that's just sitting on the ground. Get the maximum out of sun in the winter when the sun is very low on the horizon. The days are short, and we did get, in the winter in the Quartzsite Desert, Arizona Desert, Southwest, you'd get a surprising amount of cloudy days, and so it worked super well. It worked super well. It worked. I couldn't imagine it having gone any better. So the bottom line is here, this may be the perfect panel for you. Check it out. Watch it for a Prime sale or a Black Friday sale coming up in October, November, December. And then through the year, Amazon has Prime sales all the time. Watch out for it on all of those if you're watching this at a different date. And I think you could get this thing on a real deal, and you'll be very, very glad. I've been extremely glad that I bought this panel, and I think you will be as well. So I hope that helps you. It helps you make a really good decision on this panel. I've got coming out a huge review of all the power stations available here going towards the end of 2025. So watch for that if you're looking for a power station. I'll just tell you that what I carried in my Subaru, because of its size and its superb high quality, I carried the Bluetti Elite V2 2000. But man, that Bluetti is really good. That is the power station to buy. If you're going to buy a pair, that's the one I most highly recommend, is that Bluetti, and they can come on cheap. I saw it on a Prime sale for $700. That was incredible. $700 for a 2,000 watt Bluetti power station. Incredible price. If you can get it for that, if you can get it for $1,000, grab it up. You'll be so glad you did. It's tiny. It fits on my Subaru so well. And if you're in a bigger rig, you can have 2 of them and have 4,000 and have redundancy. I'm a big believer in redundancy. And you can just be very, very happy with that. Okay, that's enough said. I've talked too long. Love this thing. Highly recommended. And I can't recommend it enough. So if this video helped you, make you a better decision, save you some money, keeps you from buying something that doesn't fit, take into all the considerations that are involved, then like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot if you will. And I'll talk to you on the next video. See you then.